This freshwater wetland, like most others on the refuge, was created by people.
What's going on, my peeps and peepettes? My name is Kevin.
And I'm Mariah.
And this is
Exploring a Snap.
Welcome back to our California to Washington road trip, part 4.
And if you missed part 3, you can catch the link in the description below.
Just as a recap, yesterday, day 3, we went and spent the day in Portland, ventured around a little bit, and then went to go see some waterfalls. And then after that, we decided to go spend the night in the Tillamook Forest.
After seeing Halloween Town.
After seeing Halloween Town. How could I forget?
How could you forget? So we wake up the next day, it's probably around 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's still super dark and it is still pouring. But we needed to start making our way into Washington, and our first stop was the Nisqually Wildlife Refuge.
Hey guys, we're here at the Nisqually Wildlife Animal Refuge. This was established back in 1974. Most of the marshes where we have freshwater river and saltwater river coming together, a lot of them have either been developed, drained, clogged, plugged, whatever. So this one was actually preserved for wildlife. So we're gonna check it out and see how beautiful it is.
Let's learn a little bit of history. Nisqually National Refuge means different things to different creatures. For some, it's a place where they raise their own young or a stopover during migration. For others, it's a place to spend the winter for a year. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I tried it. I couldn't keep it going, guys. I'm sorry. Yes. Now we're gonna have her do the accent with the other one.
So, this freshwater wetland, like most others on the refuge, was created by people. In 1904, Farmer Allison Brown built a dike around about 1,000 acres of the Nisqually Delta, separating it from Puget Sound and turning salt marsh into croplands and pastures.
So after messing around and doing some accents, some really cool accents from me, by the way, we walked on the boardwalk, which is a nice touch to this place. You get to see all the nature and you're right in the middle of it, just walking through it. Mariah's over here messing with a frog while I'm doing the whole camera thing.
It was a really cute frog.
Yeah, and then we had a lens ball that we're messing with, which is really cool because you have these huge leaves that are like
that big. Yeah.
Right, we're just messing with it. We'll put some pictures in there for you guys. And then after that, we just decided
it was time to make our way to our campground.
Right.
So once we were done with our first destination, it was time to start heading towards our campground. But, you know, Kevin here was driving the wrong direction for
Hold on.
2 hours.
Hold on. I told her that I was going to pick a direction, right? And it was in that direction. That's our campsite, and you would correct me along the way, but you never corrected me. So 2 hours later, we ended up in this town, and you're like, you went the wrong way. And I was like, fine, you know what? You are going to drive. So I gave her the driver's seat.
And we started making our way.
No. There's a portion that's missing here. There's a portion that's missing, and I'm going to put a map to it, guys, so you guys see it. She made a weird, squiggly, mixed up line. I don't know what you did in that town for like 20 minutes while I'm eating, watching her just make this mistake. And I'll show you the map. It's great. It's great. And then we made our way to our campsite.
So we're finally driving in the right direction
because of me, because I'm directing.
No, because I was driving. And we're making our way to Willoughby Campground, and we start seeing signs for a pumpkin patch, and of course it's spooky season, so we have to
They
go
had
to
Mater.
Oh yeah, at the entrance they had Mater without the tuh from the movie Cars.
And they had a haunted house, which was scarier than the haunted house at Halloween Town, which is weird.
And it was made for kids.
Made for kids. It was like, there was like 3-year-olds in there.
Yeah. So it's time to start making our way to Willoughby Campground in the Quinault Rainforest because the sun is going down.
Right, we finally make it to the campsite, and they are all booked, all 20 of them.
Yeah, there was probably only like 6 that were occupied.
Eventually we see this guy and we're just like, okay, maybe he knows something. He's at a campsite. We're like, hey, why is there no one here? You're like one of the 6 people that's here out of the 20 campsites. And he's just like, everyone bailed. I think it's because it's raining super hard and because of the weekend holiday.
Yeah, we didn't take into account that it would be a holiday, so we of course didn't book ahead. Well, I didn't book ahead, but the guy was basically just like, well, you could probably just camp in one of the campsites that people didn't show up for.
Steal a spot.
Yeah, basically.
On Indigenous Day.
Okay, but side note, you book a campsite in Washington in the Quinault Rainforest and then you don't show up because it's raining too hard?
We back up into the campsite and we look at each other like, okay, so it's pouring rain, it's dark, and we have to set up a tent and start a fire.
Yeah.
How are we gonna do this?
A lot of pre-planning.
1, 2, 3, go! And then we get out and we set up the tarp on the ground. It's pouring rain on it. We're like, go, go, go. All right, we prop up the tent. We get it up. We're like, yes, new record.
Rain fly on.
Yes, 6 minutes. And then we have a fire.
Yeah.
We have to start the fire.
And so I'm usually the one starting the fires just because Kevin here is not very experienced in it.
Sorry, I'm not an arsonist.
But it takes us like a whole roll of paper towels and this whole magazine to get this thing going. It would just not stay lit. It was terrible, right? Like we'd get it lighted and all of a sudden...
Fires in the rainforest? Nay, conspiracy.
Conspiracy! But finally we just see it catch, and it was actually Kevin who like had the idea of just setting the whole like book on fire that we had. But it worked, and we had a fire in the rain. It's like SpongeBob episode.
So we were dancing around the fire.
But no, it was actually really cool
Yeah.
because you know once we got into the tent to go to bed for the night, like you could just the rain was gorgeous. Like just
And-
listening to it was wonderful.
Our viewpoint was the ocean.
Oh, it was right on the water.
Right?
Yeah. Right
So it was like maybe like 20, maybe 30 feet above the water.
It was
and we could
gorgeous.
just see everything.
Yeah, which we couldn't get down there. Remember, we were gonna try to go down there.
Yeah, we were definitely not going down there. Not at nighttime.
No.
No.
So Kevin and I are sleeping, and at about 1 o'clock in the morning, I get woken up to some rummaging right outside of our tent. My first thought is that it's like either a bear or a bobcat or a mountain lion.
So she was like, I'm gonna wake Kevin up. He's gonna go check it out. I don't care about his life.
I don't know what wildlife they have in the Quinault Rainforest. So anyway, I'm like, Kevin, here's a hammer. Go check what it is.
And I turn my light on and I leave the hammer. And then I poke my head out the tent, and she was right. On the table, there's a 4-legged creature eating Mariah's food that she left on the table last night. And it's a kitty cat.
It was so cute. It was a little calico kitty cat, and I really wanted to take it home.
It didn't even
but-
care about the rain.
No, it didn't.
At all.
No, it was so cute. But knowing that it was just a kitty cat, we just put the food inside Fiona, and then we went back to sleep.
Right. Went back to sleep and got ready for the next day. Thanks for watching part 4 of our California to Washington road trip.
And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss part 5
And make sure to stick around. We have some cool pictures to show you guys.
that I took.
That I took.
Bye!
Welcome back to our part 4. No, I prefer.
Separate the words, Kevin.
Papa.
Papa! Papa, papa!
And then I give Mariah the driver's seat, right? And then you guys will see it. I'll put the map. There's just a bunch of squiggly lines of her route.
No, that wasn't that day.
That was that day?
Are you sure it was that day? I really don't think it was that day.
It was that day. Believe me, I know.
I'm gonna double check. Fact check. Kevin needs to be fact checked a lot. Just say we explored
We explored Portland.
Just say that. You don't have to give them a time frame.
Okay, I'm just doing too much. Wait, hold on one more time.
God damn it.